Hello my friends, this is the video that I made on NIO on July 16th of this year, when the price of this asset was at $4.65, and my main assumption was that we were forming this type of channel, and it is a bearish channel. Usually these type of channels break to the downside, and my main assumption was that we should retest the lower border of this channel. We might hover for quite some time inside this channel, but eventually we have to retest the lower border of the channel and we should break it to the downside. And guys, take a look right here. We were at this point, and as you can see, we had an attempt to retest the upper border of this channel. We didn't even hit it, but we formed a very strong double top pattern. As you can see, we have absolutely the same value for these two peaks. Then, as you can see, we retested this range of support, had a tiny bounce, and we broke it to the downside. And guys, this is another evidence how powerful technical analysis is. Let me show you quite interesting detail. In the comment section under my previous video, you can see several comments, and one of them is following. 3 days ago, Needle Mover 6579 wrote this: I think you are short on NIO. This is absolutely a right time to load up. We are trending up now. And my response that I made just a couple of minutes ago is following. I don't have any position on NIO. I'm unbiased. And I agree with you, but if your strategy is to buy and hold for 10 to 18 months, but in case of swing trades, as you can see right now, I was 100% right. And guys, I don't disagree with this person, because in the long-term perspective, NIO is in quite lucrative position. Let me show you in details its bigger picture price action. As you can see, we are pretty much at the lowest ranges of its price action for the last 4 years. And definitely we have decent chances to see the breakouts above these previous swing highs. But guys, we have to see it in the future, and these breakouts might happen somewhere in the end of 2024 or at the beginning of 2025, and even in the middle of 2025. That is why it is not a short-term price action. That is why you shouldn't rely on it as the short-term projections. On top of that, guys, take a look right here. Another comment that was made by Muhammad Altus at 1203. And as you can see, he said, with my respect, your analysis is absolutely incorrect. Guys, I respect all the opinions, and I have to say that I'm not correct, I'm not right for 100% of my forecasts, but my win rate is highly above 50%. In average, it is above 65 or even 75%. And guys, I responded to this person. Thank you for your comment. Do you still think the same? And my assumption was that we have to break this lower border, and it happened. That is why, guys, if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to see and read the charts as I can do it, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to join my Patreon account, where for the $35 a month you will be able to drastically enhance your trading skills. On top of that, for the first 100 subscribers, I will do a giveaway. I will do a technical analysis based on your request on any asset that you might find. On top of that, guys, and it is the most lucrative offer, there is not so many people inside the Discord group. That is why almost 100% of my time will be dedicated to you. And it is pretty much one-on-one training for the value of $450 a month, but for the fraction of this cost, or just $35 a month. And I think it is quite a fair deal.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So guys, and let's take a look on this price action again. I have to say that we have to see if the momentum continues. We have to see the breakouts below these couple of previous swing lows. And I have to say that at this point I have some doubts about this, and everything I will show you in my technical analysis. But for now, let's continue with the fundamental news. First of all, I have to admit, guys, let's take a look on the sentiment, news sentiment that is surrounding NIO company from the Google search perspective. If you type in Google search bar NIO Stock and switch to News tab folder, you can see that we don't have any recent news that is related to NIO, and that is why we are pretty much in nowhere's territory. On top of that, we don't have any new price targets from the analytic firms. The most recent one was made more than 1.5 months ago by Bank of America, and they said their price target at $6 mark, and the consensus analyst price target on NIO is $7.55, which is almost 70% of upside potential. On top of that, guys, take a look right here. This is the so-called smart money investors list, and if you take a look on the most recent filings, you can see that for the last quarter, for Q2 of this year, we don't have major movements, major sell-offs or buy-offs or buys of NIO stock by institutional investors. And this is also not the best sign in terms of definition of its potential trend. But take a look right here. If you sort these positions by number of shares from the biggest one to smallest, you can see that not so many institutional investors who hold a substantial number of NIO shares have a significant movements. Just one of them at the very beginning of May filed this fact that they reduced its position by 83.51%, but they still hold about $85 million in NIO. And guys, please do not be confused with the filing date. It is not a deal execution date, it is just filing date for the period that ended at least 45 days prior this filing date. This means this position of Bailey Gifford in NIO was reduced by 83% in Q1 of this year. And this means this shouldn't be the news, and this shouldn't be the catalyst, short-term catalyst for this asset in the near-term perspective. That is why, guys, I still stand on my position that we have to hover for quite some time around the levels from this swing low to this swing high. And let's continue with the technical analysis. But before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, we still have to hover for quite some time in between these two levels at around in between $5 from the top end and between $4.10 from the lower end. But guys, take a look right here. We have this breakout below this range of support. And for now, we are hovering below this range. We are exactly at the level of previous swing lows. And as you can see right here, the volume is not so significant during this movement to the downside. This means we might not even try to retest the next range of support at $4.26. As you can see, we have several bottoms at this level back in mid of June and end of June, and we potentially will not retest with the next leg this bottom as well at $4.13 or even $4.10. This means we might see some kind of movement to the upside. And guys, take a look right here. According to Elliott wave theory and according to basically technical analysis in general, we might see the retest of this range from the bottom side. And if this retest will be unsuccessful, we will have another potential leg to the downside, and in this case we might break these several previous swing lows. But guys, on the other hand, we might have this type of price action. We might retest this range, we might have a bounce to the downside, we might retest it again and even break it to the upside. And guys, for now, it is very difficult to assume which one of these price actions might be the reality. Let me draw another potential path of this asset. We have basically two possibilities. Let me change the color of this. Let's make it yellow. And we have two possibilities of its potential price action. And for now, there is, again, I don't see any setups for the swing traders. I don't have any setups that might be useful and might be quite profitable with the substantial risk to reward ratio. But guys, as a long-term holders, if you want to invest in this company, do your due diligence from the fundamental standpoint. And in this case, you can buy on every dip of this asset. And I have to say that, as I already mentioned, we are scratching the bottom with its recent price action, and we don't have a lot of chances to see lower price action. But if it happens, you will be able to add to your long position, because you definitely shouldn't buy this stock with a lump sum. You should ladder your buys down, and this will give you a very decent, very good chances to have a good average price with a very substantial upside potential. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.